Yo, what up, team? All right, so what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is unbelievable. Something so awesome that you just don't understand how we can do what we're going to do today.
Right.
To the point of, I thought this is what you sold. Why would you give me this? Or this has never, ever been told to me. Why? And this is too good to be true. So it's obviously not true, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's
I
do it. Now the stage is set.
I think of it with the word irresistible. It's like on a Friday when you and I get all snazzy and our wives look at us and they go, "Oh my goodness, irresistible." You know what I mean? It's kind of like
I
that. They are not able to resist our good looks and our charm. That is very similar, I think.
see, and that's interesting because you on Friday night get dressed up and snazzy. I just put a tank top on, right, and some gym shorts, and that's all it takes, right? At that point, I'm the life of the party. So
That's right. So God blessed you with natural good looks. So
dress a tee and a cutoff, and you'll find me on Saturday. All right. I know we're joking about this, guys, but today we're talking about the irresistible offer, right? Having something so awesome that one, and the way I think about it, and David, I'll let you explain it too, but one, there's nobody else that can compare to you because that's the part that sucks in our industry is that it's so easy to be able to line us up side by side and think that we're all the exact same thing,
Yep.
right? It's almost like when a consultant puts a bid out, right? Or you go do a hard bid. Great example inside there. I want a 20-year NDL with an R30 system on, I want it mechanically fastened and everything that would make our installation unique. It's all taken away. We're all putting the same system on. They all get the same warranty. It all gets the same manufacturer spec. So obviously we can just take the lowest dollar, right? So when we talk about irresistible, like how do we create something that just separates us from all of that noise, all of that smoke, right? Smoke and mirrors side to be able to say we're all the same. And actually, no, we're not. So how do you think about it? Do you think about it differently, David? Do you think about it in a unique way from where I'm at on irresistible?
So not on the irresistible side, but I think about it differently from the starting point. So guys, you've heard us talk about this in other episodes, but one of the biggest problems that Chad and I see with commercial roofing service divisions is the most common offers that we're leading with. We all know what they are.
Free inspection. I'll
Yep. And what's
inspect the
the
roof
second
for
one?
free.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
Free inspection. Yeah, I don't have a problem. Just go up there and let me know what you find and we'll see, or preventative maintenance.
Yes.
And
I got
both
this
of
really
these,
cool PDF. I'll bring it up.
that's right. That's right. Dude, we're preventative maintenance.
It's a
Come
key.
on. Are you serious? Are you not in awe of me right now? I'm kidding, guys. But again, the reality of it is if not if, those are the two offers that our industry is leading with constantly from a scope perspective. And when we're leading with those offers, not only are they not irresistible, it's a proactive product to a reactive customer base.
It's so true.
I say this all the time. It's like throwing a steak down in front of a vegetarian. Not only do they not want it, they're actually offended, and it makes them feel like you do not know who they are. Like, I don't know you from anybody. You think I'm going to sign up for preventative maintenance and just give you access to my roof and go charge me for stuff twice a year? Yeah, right.
Let me
Right.
fix the problem that you don't even know about or recognize.
That's right. So it's not only about, like, for us, we talk about raising the floor all the time. And we're talking about irresistible offers, guys, but we cannot communicate to you guys enough. The offers that you're most likely leading with today, not only are they not irresistible, they're actually counter to what your prospects and customers are actually looking for. And it causes you to spend a bunch of time churning out quotes for people that aren't in any pain, because we know we're not doing discovery either. We're just going and saying, oh, 90% of the game is to get on the roof. And then we get on the roof and they don't buy anything. And we wonder why, right? So that's the first thing. We need to get out of the old way of doing this, but really understand this is not a different, irresistible offers are not a different version of the offers that you guys are using. The offers that we're using are very resistible. They create resistance in our prospects. We're trying to go to the other side of the spectrum here and completely flip it. So this is not incremental. This is a major change in terms of our approach to the market. Now, luckily, if you guys subscribe to the podcast, you guys are going to be one of the only roofers in that area that's going to even really think about having an irresistible offer. And you're
Smash
going
that
to
like button, smash that follow, right? Sorry, I had to say it for my kids.
live. Right. Let's make sure the animation gets on there too on the video. But yeah,
So I love that, right? Because taking it to the opposite side, and we think that we're actually giving our clients something they want when we force them into an inspection, right? Or we give them a proposal. And then again, that just takes us into so much of the client experience. But what is it that they actually want, right? And sometimes we even got to break the belief that what we think we sell and what we actually sell, right? Because a lot of times we think that we sell roof leaks. I'm going to break something to you. You don't sell roof leaks, right? And even when you go fix the roof leak, very rarely are you guys reaching out to your clients and saying, "Hey, I know you got a roof leak and here's what I'm going to do to fix it." No, they call you because they're in a reactive mode, right? They have worry, they have fear, they have anxiety, whatever it is, and they need someone to be able to help solve that problem. And congratulations, you were the one that got the call. And maybe rightfully, right? Because you're a good, trusted advisor, or maybe you just had the right phone number at the right time. Either way, you're not selling anything. They're asking you to come out and fix a leak. And they're going to pay you your time and your material to be able to get out there. So if you look at your business, do you really sell roof leaks? Or do your customers call you and give you an approval, give you money to go fix it? Are you selling anything at that point? Or are we almost, and this word was used a lot inside my past, an order taker? There's a big difference between I'm just going to have my hands out, right? And I'm saying this, I'm being mean, but whatever. I'm just going to have my hands out and say, you know what? Rain's coming in tomorrow. I'm going to sell a whole bunch because my clients are going to call me. And then I'm going to say, yep, I'll send somebody out there. And then now I'm the best salesman of the month. Now, don't get me wrong, account management is a part of that, right? That's a part of revenue. It's hitting the bank, but do we sell roof leaks? Think about that. Sometimes that's a belief breaker within itself that we think service runs on roof leaks, and it actually doesn't. Your profit doesn't come from it. Your consistency doesn't come from it. Your forecasting doesn't come from it, right? Most of the time, we can say it's going to rain inside March, but welcome to 2026, guys. It didn't rain until May and June now.
that's right.
So, do we really sell roof leaks? All right. So, as we dive into this, what I want to go through is I want to talk about some irresistible offers and just things, right? And just spitball between each other of what is it that we can do to be able to get the mind moving. And sometimes on a irresistible offer, and we do have some. So if you're a part of GSD or any of the partnerships that we have with contractors, you guys know what these irresistible offers are. But I do want to use this time to be able to get your mind spinning because there is a way to be able to do it. And just because we have offers that we're using within our partnerships with our contractors doesn't mean that you guys can't create your own beautiful, insanely unbelievable, irresistible offer. And that's the work I want to do today. So, first off, what is something that you would never give away? So, David, I'm going to ask that question to you. What is something that you would never give away as a roofing contractor?
Are you leading me to the question? Because the
Oh no,
typical
this
answer.
is real. This is real. Let's go. What is something as a roofing contractor you would never give away?
Yeah, the general answer is always we're not going to give away the very thing that we sell, right?
Okay. So let's go crazy and say roof replacement.
Right.
Are you going to give away a free roof?
Nope.
Not unless you need a massive tax write off, right? But no, you're not going to give away a free roof, right? Let's just use an example $250,000 roof. Are you ever going to give it away?
Nope.
No. Okay. What if I promised you $10 million of service work over the next 3 years
That's right.
if you do this $250,000 roof?
Yep.
Did I at least get you to think about it?
Oh, 100, no, 100%. I'm not even thinking about it. It's a yes
Yeah, right? Dude, just get this roof done. We got $10 million over the next 3 years coming and think, just do it.
all day long.
And it's crazy because we think about this, right? Of all of this stuff that's no way, we can't give it away. This is how we make our money. But it's let's think about the trade-offs for it. Would I give away a $250,000 roof for $10 million worth of service?
Mhm.
Now, again, I'm in the unbelievable world, right? Of let's go extremes. But if you had that client loyalty, if you had that contract locked in, would you do it? And there's so many times. So just think about this, even if you do new construction or you put a re-roof on, how many times has your production team reached out to you and just say, hey, don't build a client, just do it. They're a great client. And it's just, what do you mean we're giving this away? What do you mean we're doing this for free? Or even the sales reps, right? Just take care of it. It's no problem. Like I told them, you come out and do it for free.
Right.
Um, those are the starting pieces of those unbelievable things. Right. And maybe sometimes the sales rep should have never given it away. Amen. I get it. Yes, I know. But this is ultimately what should start shifting your mind. Right. Would you give away 10 years? Okay, David, 10 years of preventative maintenance to a Walmart? Would you think about that? If I said, hey, let's give them 10 years of preventative maintenance, would your initial answer be like, yeah, sure. Okay, let's do it? Or to be like, probably not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. The
What
answer
if
would be
I,
no.
what if I told you they had a $50,000 roofing budget every year to spend and they needed to know how to spend it? So I want to give them 10 years of preventative maintenance. So not only we can do repairs on that roof, just small repairs, but I also gave them the budget and they will use that budget for how to spend that $50,000.
Yep.
Did it change it? 10
Absolutely.
years, $500,000. All we got to do is 10 inspections. Well, you do 10 inspections for $500,000 worth of service.
Right.
So this is the mindset, right? And sometimes it's a crazy mindset that you got to be in to be able to understand that sometimes the very thing that we sell, right, isn't the very thing we think we sell, is what you should have said, is not the thing we actually sell, right? We sell preventative maintenance. I just gave it away for 10 years to get $500,000 worth of work, right? We sell roof replacements. I just gave away a $250,000 project
Yeah.
to be able to get $10 million worth of service, right? And maybe I give away 2 years of leaks free. I am going to do leak repair on your building. And you know what? Let's, and this is extreme, right? Maybe it's 1 year. Maybe there's and I'm not telling you the details, but I'm going to do 1 year of leak repair absolutely free on a 1,000,000 square foot building, no questions asked. But it's a part of a $5 million re-roof that they're going to give me the contract on next week.
Yep.
So tagging in, and I'm using one-off variables here, but the really cool thing is that David and I have done enough work on this to be able to say, what are the unbelievable offers that can apply to your business and apply to everyone? And no, I'm not giving away $250,000 re-roofs. No, we're not giving away 10 years of preventative maintenance. But that's the mindset that you have to start with, that sometimes the thing that you think you sell, you don't actually sell.
Yeah.
Right? And roof leaks are a great example of that. So as we got your mind moving, this is a workshop, guys. I bet you didn't think you showed up for a workshop, right? What is it that you guys think you sell? And then what would you, and maybe even thinking about this deeper, what would you trade? What would you barter for it? Right? Maybe that makes it easier to be able to understand what that irresistible offer is or that unbelievable offer. What would you trade or barter for that $250,000 roof? Because we do it every single day, whether we recognize it or not, right? We get a recall in, right? And the recall goes out there. It's billable, but we were just out there. We do a bunch of work with them. It was 5 foot from the spot. We just did a repair. Let's just take care of it. Let's not send the invoice. You just did it. Right? You just did a repair. You called a recall out there. You sent your guys out there. You paid your travel, your labor, your materials, all that stuff is there. But you bartered. You bartered the relationship for the recall. So even at the smallest and largest side, we're already starting to get that irresistible offer moving. So as we go into this, David, I'd like you to be able to close this out because I think I've given a lot of examples here. As we start thinking about irresistible offers, what is it that they can do? What is it that they could take home to be able to start building their irresistible offer?
Yeah. So I think, yes, the first thing that you have to realize, so when we use the word crazy, it's crazy to think. I would invite you guys to realize that that actually shouldn't be a crazy idea. It's already happening all over the place. There's plenty of companies all around us in our own personal lives that are giving to get. Just saw a commercial yesterday, Chad. Chevy is offering 0% interest, 0% APR for 5 years. And you don't have to make a payment until after Labor Day. When I'm looking at a Ford or when I'm looking at any other car brand who's adding 2.8%, 2.9% APR, and I've got to make payments right away, I'm getting something. They're giving me something, so they're probably going to get something from me. When we go to DoorDash, because we can't go buy food for our family for under $100 at a restaurant anymore, it's crazy, right? And this is not the old man speech. You all know this has gotten crazy expensive in the last 5 years, right?
That's
I
dad talking.
That's right. It's like, dude, what are we doing here, right? It's dude. We got restaurants all around us on DoorDash. We bought 2 pizzas, we got 1 free, and we got 2 tiramisus last night. Given to get. We went there instead of anywhere else, and we're going to continue to go back there because we like it now, right? So this is already all around us. Our credit card, my credit card gives me 3% cash back every time I use it. I don't use my debit card anymore because it doesn't give me anything. So when we're talking about this, guys, it's actually a very sound principle in business, but for some reason, we think we're just going to give them an inspection report and we're going to get all the work. What? We're not giving this doesn't make any. We're going to give them a pretty PDF for preventative maintenance, and we're going to just going to get on the roof. And I love it, Chad. I know this. Like, we're going to take these squares off the street, guys. It doesn't work. This is a way more complicated game. So when we're thinking through this, guys, there's basically three tenets. If you guys are going to create a great offer, it needs to start solving the fear that your potential customer or prospect has. How are we solving a fear for them? The second thing it has to do is we need to start shouldering some of the risk. We need to start shouldering some of the risk. That's what Chevy's doing. Chevy's some of that risk by helping me not have summertime bills when I want to go on a family vacation, but I'd like my truck now. But I'm not going to pull that trigger because I want to make sure we can go to Disneyland. They're going to shoulder some of that risk, and I'm going to get my truck, and they're going to wait for the payments. And then the last one, we need that offer to lock in loyalty, guys. That's the big thing. When it can lock in loyalty over a long period of time, that's because it's a relationship-based offer. That is what we're talking about all the time here. It doesn't seem like it, but our customers aren't actually buying repairs. They want a relationship. JL, they did the study. Chad, we were talking about this a few months ago. They did the study last year, and 78% of facility managers, guys, said that they are pleading for commercial roofers to understand their business and help them create a strategy to help them hit their goals. And stop hitting them up for work. And stop giving them inspection reports and hoping that they buy. But to be right alongside them, of course they want to use the same roofer consistently, or the same 2 or 3 roofers consistently. Who wants to go to a new doctor every time? Nobody does. You can't get any traction with that. So if it's going to help lock in loyalty, if it's going to be long term, that's actually what the client wants. So to recap it, it needs to solve a fear on their side, right? It needs to transfer risk. We need to share the risk with them, and it needs to lock in loyalty. When we can do those 3 things, now it's an irresistible offer. Now it's something that they're like, dude, nobody else is transferring risk. Nobody else is shouldering this with me. Nobody else is doing these things. Go ahead.
No, it's just interesting because I've been processing like all the Chevy commercials that I hear, right? And as you go through this, dude, it's exactly what it is. Because if you guys are anything like me, I've heard these words probably a million times. It's never been easier to get in a Chevy than it is today.
Mhm.
That's the position of it, right?
Yep.
Which means I'd love to get in a new Chevy. And they're saying, you know what? It's never been easier than to do it today. And here's what we're doing 5 years, 0%. So, number one, you're not paying us anything. We're giving you a 0% loan for 5 years. And on top of that, I loved how you said it, right? Because that's a positioning side. If you got summer plans, do it in a Chevy truck and we'll
Yes.
give you the truck to be able to do it in. And you don't owe us anything until Labor Day. And just like how they position, like what you said, how Chevy positions it, right? And then even it says along the sides of when you buy a new car, it's welcome to the family. Where are you bringing your car to get service now? Right? They know that they're going to bill, right? But they're going to build the manufacturer for it. They're going to build Chevy for it, right? So now you take dealership. So again, I'm just processing all of that, but it lines so well. Like when you hear the stuff, right? We talk through it inside here, and then you hear it out there of like, what are they doing? How are we like that?
Yeah.
Like to me, that's the raise the floor stuff. We think a free inspection is going to be like, great. Hey, you want to come take a free test drive?
Yeah.
No, gonna do
That's
nothing
right.
but impress me, dude. Are you kidding me? No, I don't want to drive in a new Corvette. Thank you. Right? But
Yeah,
that's
and
what we
most certainly not gonna pay for it, right? That's the
yeah,
thing. Free, yeah, I'm not gonna pay for you to get up there and tell me where to spend more money, right? I'm not gonna pay to go test drive the car so I can pay you even more money. These things are just, again, we don't look at it because it just seems like it's been the standard in our industry, guys. And what we want you guys to do is to raise the floor, is take a look at it and look at it, start looking at it differently. Let's go change things.
love it. Love it. I hope this got your mind moving, guys. I hope that when you were talking about the stuff, you're thinking about your side. What do I sell? Right. And then what would I be willing to barter or trade for it? Right. And it does it create loyalty? Right. Are you helping them do stuff? Right. Are you helping them achieve what they want to achieve? And are you taking away that fear that they have? So, David, I love those things. So, love it, guys. We'll see you inside 2 weeks. Hopefully, this got you moving. So, you got 2 weeks to be able to figure out your irresistible offer. If you have any issues with it, David and I are always here to help. Hit us up in the school group. We're always there. So the 8-figure service division, you can find us on school, and we're always happy to be able to help you guys craft it. And again, raise the floor, whether it's raising the floor of our industry or your company specifically, we're behind it to do it. See you guys.
See you guys.